Divine greetings, entities, energies, lovelies, bodies of light, the seekers and sojourners of truth. 144, chosen of the chosen of the chosen few. You all know who you are. Greeting you in the love that lights the truth from my heart to yours. I am Celestial Earth in this here divine energy essence of it all, reporting to you live from nowhere other than dimension number 5. Deeper into the woods we go, into the thick of it. So welcome to 5D if you're just coming here. For those of you that have been here, get comfortable. It is what it is in this shift change. Yes, I'm still hearing car chronicles because this is where I can get it in at, in the night of it all. The moon is out, the full moon is waxing very full, very beautiful. Wish I could get it to you, but this is where I am. So faithfully, we'll see if I can get some moon action. Maybe on the night of the full moon, I'll do something under the stars, but I'm gonna need my light with me. We'll work it out. Okay, just give me the light. Give me that what? That cosmic moonlight and all of the above in our soul's delight. So really, I said this earlier on one of my other videos that I was like I could hear 144 is like you ain't got to instruct me to do nothing. Like Ike at the courtroom. Like I know what time it is. You ain't got to instruct me to do nothing. I got this. I know this. So I know some of you already know this. Do you know this? Come closer. Do you know that this is not the new year? This is a shift change, and it's only a shift change because of the Gregorian calendar. Because for those of us who are cosmically inclined, our shift change was the winter solstice. That changed us. We crossed another threshold in time through the 4 quarters within the year of the cosmic true time. So we are in the 4th quarter, and we turned into that on the winter solstice. So we've already crossed that. This is a made up new for that collective that has people on lock, right? For those that wanted to collect souls, they have been collecting souls by harvesting our mind and stealing our time, throwing us off time, steals our time. And so if you want to reclaim your truth and who you are, knowing that you're a vessel of time, then you need to reclaim your vessel in time by reclaiming the corridors within the dimensions of your mind. And this means in this season that we're in, this respiriting season, this means acknowledging that as the throat chakra season, it's time to express by being in your authenticity. Stop doing these false expressions, is what I'm hearing. Like, do what you want to do, but I'm speaking to the chosen of the chosen few who are like, how do I get out of this tangled web? Well, we definitely not going to get out of it by continuing to perpetuate the lie. So that means stop pretending with others just because that's where they are, that this is the new year. No, this is where the buck stops. And so this is a shift change where we're noticing the vortices of time. The vortices of time. And I'm going to give y'all a little story with that to see how I even was able to get the downloads of how I found the way, what led me to finding the breadcrumbs to be able to have this fifth dimensional calendar that returns us to time, the return to Kemet. Even if you're not really from Kemet, some of you may be ancient Mayans. Even the Mayans had the true calendar of understanding that the year 2012 was really 2020. So we're not going to get into all of that history. What I want to share with y'all is how finding these vortices in time is what helped me find the true timeline from beginning to end. This was the beginning. And this was since about 2022, right around the 5D, fifth dimension, 5D independence, 2022. As I always say, look at my old video if you want to see the excitement of it all, because it was just unfolding for me. I had downloads that I had never gotten before. I didn't even know I was getting downloads. I didn't even know to call it that, like how I can right now. That was when it was first coming to me, and I was like, oh my God, this is outside of me, but inside of me, higher self of me, very different. My star seed self, galactic connections, all of that, that was highlighting what was happening. And so what was lining up, the numerology divination was becoming new to me. I was noticing numbers. And this is the thing about the Gregorian calendar, it still carries the truth. They cannot hide the truth. The truth is always within. The numbers don't lie. That's what I stick to now. The numbers don't lie. And if you look at the numbers, look at how this is how you find energetic hotspots, portals, and vortices. And this is through their system. But even in their system, there's an order when it comes to numbers, and numbers have a way of bringing you right back into the truth. So, the first set of numbers I want to speak of, for those who don't know what a vortex is, a vortex, and there may be other definitions, but I'm giving it to you as I've gotten it when I was getting the downloads. And the vortexes are from one portal to another, and they usually have to do with numbers that flip, they're like kind of like palindrome type numbers. It has this mirror effect flip, right? So 1212 to 1221, that was the first one I've ever noticed at the end of 2021. And I looked back at it, and I was like, oh, I missed this portal. What is this? What was like, oh, next year it's not gonna miss me. And then it's like spirit was showing me, don't worry about this, there's another one coming up. January came, and now, because now I'm paying attention to numbers, um, it's like opening one door at a time. And it highlighted 101 to 10. And each of these vortexes has a completion of 9 or 10. It's either that it ends on the ninth day or it ends on the 10th day, which has a number of 9 days, 9 complete days in between. So it's either like a 9 or 10 is when I would notice, oh, this is a vortex. So there's 1212 to 1221. There's 9 days in between that, right? So you have from 1212, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 9 days, right? You have from 01 to 10, which is the first to the 10th, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9 days, right? And so this pattern repeats from January to February, March, and then it stops there, because of course after you'll see why as I explain it to you. But this is how it all came about, in understanding. This is when I was also breaking out and knowing that this is not the true new year. The more I became involved with the cosmos in time, the more it spoke to me, the more I realized, just by you become more connected with the truth of the seasons. And if you understand that, you realize there's no way the new year can be in the middle of winter. Actually, it's still in the beginning. Winter just started about a week ago. About a week ago. Mm. And then now, here, after we just entered into the winter solstice, we just got here, and all of a sudden, Happy New Year. Like, it's like they don't want you to marinate and assimilate and calibrate. It's like, no, 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 don't lay down, get up, let's go. Don't think about and create those new ideas from all these downloads you got while facing the galactic center. Please don't do that. We want you to ignore that, and we want you to focus on these false goals that tells a lie of being ready for a whole new year, a whole new world. Please close your eyes on that, on their new world, right? So this is the shift change. Um, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the vertices and show you what I got there. But I want to give this little mini snippet of the download speaking about the shift change. And for me to do so, I'm going to take a little bit of this light. So I'm going to have some light on me, but I'm going to take a little bit of this so I can, okay, there we go. We got a little, you just got to angle the light. See, it's all about angles of light, which are angels of light. That's a story for another day. But peep this angle of light right here. So the shift change, and I got this download on the 29th actually. Just hadn't been able to share it because I was, in transition. There is a change of time within the energetic atmosphere. Heart throat. Why is it heart throat? Energetic is the heart chakra, energetic body. Atmosphere is a throat chakra, atmospheric body. So there's this, as we cross this threshold in time, which is the seasons, the seam between the seasons, we are switching from the heart chakra season coming out of fall and entering into the throat chakra season into winter. So there's a change in this time that is within the energetic atmosphere as the timelines completely split yet overlap. So there's an overlapping happening. This respiriting winter season, ones are finding the true timeline of keeping in the alliance and alignment with the cosmos and nature. Medu Neder, the divine nature, the return of time from the Newt to the Neder. We have come, and I was hearing we have come because we have overcome, meaning we have come over, not just overcome a trial and tribulation, but we have come over that ice wall that you hear people talking about. Oh, we live in the ice wall. We have come over the ice wall to recognize where true time really exists and that we cannot be just locked in this wall that they want to keep us in. Ashe? So the vortices, oh, I just saw 11. I saw the 1144, right? And that's another, master number 11, master number 44, the foundations. Four being the foundations, a master builder builds on a strong foundation. So four is a foundational balance type number. 11 being enlightenment. So master enlightenment, master builder. We are becoming enlightened because we are becoming, what's the word? We're going through the destruction before the enlightenment. And that destruction is destroying the old ways. We saw time. It's happening for a lot of people. For those who don't even know, they're a little curious, as you heard me speak about. If they didn't know, if you don't know, now you know. Get it? That's what I feel like the energies are highlighting and saying, right? If you don't know, now you know. Get it? Right? So we're overcoming. The vortices, this is to break down a little bit of what I was telling you earlier. The vortices of 0101 to from the 1st to the 10th, from the 2nd to the 20th in February, and from the 3rd to the 30th in March are three portals that highlight this cosmic overlap, as I told you it was showing me, as it is the current representation of the first 3 months of the 5D, of the 3D timeline. They're January, February, March. It is the portals. Its portals are energetic hotspots that suctions us out of the 3D hold and recourses our awareness of true time as the last 3 months in the cosmic year. So it's what it's saying is like it pulls us out. It's the current representation is what they've been having all this time. It's just representation because they have represented something to us. So it's just that, right? And their representation is of their first 3 months. It represents their first 3 months. It's also portals of energetic hotspots for us. So these vortices are that. Let me put the light back. These vortices are these energetic hotspots for us. This is what I have come to recognize as I understood it and prepared for it the following years. And I would often engage those who are in our groups or who may have seen videos where I've talked about it, to within those 9 days to do something that you are channeling through. And 9 is a completion, a spiritual completion. So do something for those 9 days, whether it had been fasting, detoxing, work on an idea or some downloads, some information that you may have got from being in alignment with that galactic center. You may have some stuff sitting in your auric field that you're not even aware of, but you don't get time to look at it. You don't get time to embrace it because we get inundated with these distractions of the holidays, especially Christmas and New Year's, right? So they don't allow you to really sit with that energy. And this is what we are needing to do as we get these energies that are, in our atmosphere waiting for a connection. And it's like, what I'm getting is like, I see that it's kind of like like a dream. When you get out of a dream and you don't get a chance, so there was a message in this dream, but as you get up, it's like you can't quite grasp it because there's all these, distractions. Like you get up, and as soon as you get up, you don't get to marinate on it. This is what I want us to understand. It's kind of like a dream, and life is but a dream, right? So you get these downloads, you get all this information coming into your field, but you can't assess it. You can't really focus on it because all these pop up distractions are happening. And it's like that when you get a message in a dream and you wake up and you're like, okay, you're trying to, place it, but you can't because there's all these pop up distractions. Maybe one of the children are, pulling you into something. Maybe a spouse is pulling you into something. It could be the news. It could be just someone calling you for something or something that you have to do. But all of these distractions essentially blocks you from your message. It blocks you from receiving, from being truly receptive. The winter season is a very receptive season. It is a season to be in receptivity, which means it's a feminine type of energy, receptive activity. We are not supposed to be in our ego up and about trying to get things done this way and that way and what we think a new year should look like. That is all outside of ourselves, right? And so this is what I was seeing, that it's us coming into a return into ourselves, a return into the truth of time while they're, you know, popping what they're popping, pop, pop, pop. Right? It's for us to recognize what's really happening. And so this 1, 2, 3, and to see, even look at that, you get 1, 2, 3. So what I would see is the 12, 12 to 12, 21 portal was, which is really a 3, because 12 and 1 is 3. It's like this. I saw it as a birthing canal, like 9 days of birthing through, coming through this birth canal and then coming out with what you have given birth to. And then the next 3 months, 1, 2, 3, is the next steps. 1, 2, 3, what needs to be done. 1 is the introduction, 2 is the transition. How are we getting it done? And 3 is the conclusion. What have you mastered in getting it done? That is the 1, 2, 3s of this. So this vortex expands as you go. So January would be 9 days again with step 1. February would be from the 2nd to the 20th is 2 9s. It's 18 days. It's a set of 9, and another set of 9 gives you 18 days. So it's a double up on the spiritual completion. And in Mars, it is a triple up, if you will, because it's from the 3rd to the 30th. And now that is 27 days. That is 9 times 3. So 3 times over. What is it that you need to master? What is it that you're, completing for that 3rd month? And that's that overlap. This is a bridge that helps the 3D get over and meet us here. They get to catch up to us, even though they think they're ahead. They think they outsmarted us. Oh, we gonna put them 8 years ahead, put them in an infinite lock. 8 is infinite. Put them in an infinite lock, put them in the chokehold, keep them locked and on stock, right? And then they think they're ahead. But for those who are awakened, for those who are really seeing this, it's like, no, you tricking yourself, because we are still ahead. Because if you count the numbers, we're in a universal year 10 all year 2017, while everybody was in 9. So what happens is, on what's new for them, is they get to catch up for us. They get to find the bridge or get a sneak peek at the bridge into the 5th dimension by having that on January. For them, that's a way for them to say, oh, okay, we caught up. because as we're in 2017, see, if you get the calendar, see 2017 is 2025. So while we have already been there, we don't change until spring. Our new year is in spring, so we're still going to be in 2017 while they have just left 2025 and have just entered into 2026, making that their 10 universal years. So now you caught up to us. And remember that 10 is a 1. So after the ninth universal year means that there are 9 years in this cycle. We are now in a new cycle of 9 years, and we have been there since March. But what happens is on January, they get to catch up and meet us here. Welcome. Welcome. If that's what they want to celebrate, then happy new you entering into our true time. Thanks for joining us here in the universal year of 10. So there's an overlapping just for these 3 months while we are at this universal year of 10 and they have just entered it. So this is the overlapping that we're seeing. And so I invite y'all to look at it, do your research, look for yourself. You got to just go by what I'm saying. But this shift, there's definitely a shift, change, and a lot of people are feeling it. You're all recognizing it, and you're all part of this purification time, this great purification with Third Eye Atlas. So much a part of unlocking dormant codes and really having people just open up and unfold. Right? So I say that to really bring us, and as I say that, I hear they're popping off now. Literally I'm at that time, for them, and it's like welcome in. And what, if anything, that you can get out of this, what is cosmically happening is on the 31st, the moon aligns with the seven sisters of Pleiadian, the stars, what they call the seven stars, seven sisters star cluster, of the Pleiadian sisters, some of them call it. And that moon aligning with that seven of these stars in this cluster, that is a manifestation and a return to completion, right? With the moon, our inner world, our innermost emotions, that is in alignment with this manifestation or return to completion, the 7 steps, right? So that's what's happening on the 31st. So if you can gather that in, take in that moon energy, that's what was happening tonight. For those who get to see this tonight, most of you won't see it till the next day, maybe the next day after. But that is what is to be celebrated. And this particular hotspot is 111. This 1-1 portal is really a 111 portal. It is a triple one. So for any of you that have been seeing that, that is highlighting to you the 111. Something is speaking to you about that. Ashe. And that's new beginnings 3 times. It is a trinity of new beginnings, triple ones. So this is an expanded portal in time for those on that timeline, and for those who are able to find the bridge. This portal opens the vortex from 01, from 01, the 1st, to the 10th. That vortex is, we're now entering into that. So embrace all of that as we close out the Kwanzaa principles that have led us into this, like literally right after the sun rising on the 25th of rising into our superconscious. The next day begins our Kwanzaa principles of where we're going to take them, and then that would be the 26th, and it carries you all the way to right now, to the 1st. So that first day is really the last day of Kwanzaa. It is faith. So have your faith and be able to step into the unknown with true faith of what is. I know a lot of us are seeing it. Be ready to say Happy New Year. I hope y'all come with, I have faith that you come with this kind of energy on the spring equinox. Where are our New Year's people who know that that is a true new you and a true new year? But embrace what you can. If anything, jump into this 111 portal that is going to be an expansive, energetic hotspot into the vortex of time. So jump into this shift change, sink the clutch, get rid of some old thoughts and patterns, whatever they may be, shift the gear into the next time shift and change within the dimensions of your mind as we are shifting through time. And with that, enjoy your time experience, enjoy your portal. As you portal through, you are all portals of light, and peace be unto you. Peace, love, and light.